If you've ever sat in a Volkswagen finance office after agreeing to buy your car, you already know the feeling. The paperwork is moving fast, the numbers are flying by, and somewhere in the middle of all that signing, a friendly voice asks if you'd like to add an extended warranty just in case. It sounds reasonable, it sounds responsible even. But what most VW owners don't realize is that this single moment, this quiet little pitch, is where dealerships make some of their biggest profits, often at the direct expense of the customer sitting across the desk. Today we're pulling back the curtain on the VW extended warranty trap, the one the finance office hopes you never fully understand. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's hidden inside these contracts, where the markups are buried, and how to protect yourself the next time someone slides that folder across the table. Trap 1. The bumper-to-bumper illusion. The phrase bumper-to-bumper is one of the most misleading terms in the entire warranty industry, and Volkswagen dealerships know it sells. When a finance manager says your extended warranty covers everything bumper-to-bumper, most buyers picture total protection, as if the car itself is wrapped in a safety net from front to back. In reality, almost every extended warranty contract, including the ones sold at VW dealerships, comes loaded with exclusions that quietly carve out entire systems, where items like brake pads, wiper blades, and tires are almost always excluded. Many contracts also exclude electrical components, infotainment systems, and even certain sensors, which on a modern Volkswagen can be some of the most expensive parts to replace. The irony is that the systems most likely to fail on a Volkswagen as it ages, things like the DSG transmission electronics or various control modules, are often the very systems buried in the fine print under a list of exceptions. The finance office rarely walks you through these exclusions line by line. They show you the glossy brochure language, not the 8-point font on page 11 where the real terms live. Trap 2. The markup nobody mentions. Here's something most VW owners never find out unless they go digging. Extended warranties sold inside the dealership are almost never priced at cost. Dealerships purchase these contracts wholesale from third-party administrators or from Volkswagen's own backed providers, and then they mark the price up before presenting it to you. This markup isn't a small convenience fee either. In many cases, the price you're quoted in the finance office is double, sometimes close to triple, what the dealership actually paid for that same coverage. Finance managers often have built-in commission structures tied directly to how much warranty product they sell and at what price, which means there's a direct financial incentive for them to push the highest margin plan rather than the one that actually fits your driving habits or your Volkswagen's reliability history. This is part of why the price can feel so arbitrary when you ask questions. It isn't based purely on risk calculations for your specific vehicle. It's based on what the dealership believes you're willing to pay in that moment, while you're tired, excited about your new car, and not in a mindset to negotiate. Trap 3. The coverage gaps disguised as protection. Beyond simple exclusions, extended warranty contracts often contain coverage gaps that are deliberately confusing. One of the most common tricks involves something called a named component list versus an exclusionary contract. A named component contract only covers parts explicitly listed inside the document, meaning if something fails that isn't named, you're paying out of pocket no matter how reasonable your claim might seem. An exclusionary contract works the opposite way, covering everything except what's specifically excluded, and is generally far more comprehensive. The problem is that finance offices rarely explain which type you're being sold, and they often use the word comprehensive loosely for both. Buyers frequently assume they have broad coverage, when in fact they've purchased one of the more restrictive named component plans, the cheapest and least protective option in the lineup, dressed up with premium-sounding language. Another gap many Volkswagen owners discover too late involves diagnostic fees. Some contracts only reimburse the cost of repair once a problem is identified, but won't cover the labor required to diagnose the issue in the first place, which on complex VW electrical systems can run into hundreds of dollars before a single covered part is even touched. Trap 4. The financing trick that doubles the cost. This is perhaps the most financially damaging trap of them all, and it has nothing to do with the warranty's coverage and everything to do with how it's paid for. When an extended warranty is rolled into your auto loan instead of paid separately, you end up financing a service contract at the same interest rate as your car. That might not sound alarming at first, but consider the math. A warranty priced at $2,000 when financed over a 6-year auto loan at a typical interest rate can end up costing significantly more by the time it's paid off, sometimes an additional several $100s in interest alone. Worse, because the warranty cost is baked into the principal of the loan, it increases your monthly payment, extends the time it takes to reach positive equity in your vehicle, and increases your risk of being upside down if you ever need to sell or trade the car early. Finance offices rarely frame it this way. Instead, they present it as a tiny increase to your monthly payment, something like for just $20 more a month, without ever mentioning that $20 a month over the life of a loan adds up to a very real, very avoidable cost. Trap 5. The claims process designed to wear you down. Even when a Volkswagen owner has a legitimate covered repair, the claims process itself can become its own kind of trap. Many extended warranty providers require the repair to be performed at a certified dealership, which immediately limits your options and often results in higher labor rates than an independent shop would charge. Beyond that, claims typically require pre-authorization, meaning a representative from the warranty company has to approve the repair before work begins, sometimes leaving your car sitting in a service bay for days while you wait on hold for approval. Some contracts include strict mileage or time-based reporting windows, and if a problem isn't reported within that window after it's first noticed, the claim can be denied entirely, even if the failure is clearly covered. There have also been countless cases where adjusters dispute whether a failure was caused by a covered defect or by what they call pre-existing wear, a vague and subjective distinction that conveniently tends to favor the warranty company. The entire system can feel engineered to create friction, hoping that some percentage of customers simply give up, pay out of pocket, and move on rather than fight for what they were promised. Trap 6. The manufacturer warranty overlap. One of the sneakiest parts of this entire trap is timing. Volkswagen vehicles already come with a factory warranty, typically covering bumper-to-bumper protection for several years and tens of thousands of miles, along with a separate, longer powertrain warranty. Finance offices often pitch extended warranties at the moment of purchase, while that factory coverage is still fully active, and the car has driven 0 miles. This means buyers are frequently paying interest on a warranty contract for years before it even begins providing any real-world benefit, since the manufacturer's original warranty hasn't expired yet. In many cases, a smarter and far more affordable approach is to wait until the factory warranty is closer to expiring before deciding whether extended coverage is even necessary. And if it is, to shop that coverage independently, rather than locking into whatever plan happens to be sitting on the finance manager's desk on delivery day. Buying early isn't about protecting you sooner. It's about closing the sale while your guard is down, before you've had time to think it over or compare other options. Trap 7. The cancellation maze. Many Volkswagen owners don't realize that most extended warranties can legally be canceled within a certain window for a partial or even full refund, especially if very few or no claims have been filed. The problem is that dealerships rarely advertise this option, and the cancellation process is often made deliberately inconvenient. Instead of a simple form, owners are sometimes required to mail in specific documentation, obtain an odometer statement, and wait weeks or even months for a refund to be processed, all while continuing to pay interest on a loan that still includes the now canceled warranty amount until the lender recalculates the balance. Some buyers report having to contact the dealership multiple times just to get the correct cancellation paperwork, while others discover hidden cancellation fees buried in the original contract that quietly shrink the refund they're owed. None of this is illegal, but all of it is designed around a simple truth. The harder it is to walk away from a bad deal, the more profit the dealership keeps locked in. The bottom line: the extended warranty itself isn't necessarily a scam. For some drivers, particularly those planning to keep a Volkswagen well past its factory coverage, the right plan from the right provider can offer genuine peace of mind. The real trap isn't the existence of extended warranties. It's the way they're sold inside the finance office, wrapped in vague language, inflated pricing, confusing contract types, and a claims process that can quietly work against you. The best protection any VW owner has is information. Read every page of the contract before signing anything. Ask directly whether you're being sold a named component plan or an exclusionary plan. Request the warranty price separately from your loan terms so you can see the real cost without financing tricks clouding the picture. And remember that you are never required to decide on the spot. Walking out of the finance office to compare independent warranty providers or simply taking a night to think it over costs you nothing, but it can save you thousands. The next time that folder slides across the desk, you'll know exactly what questions to ask and exactly what they're hoping you won't. And if this kind of deep dive content is useful to you, subscribe so you catch every video we put out. There's always another gold mine worth knowing about.